Hey guys, Josh here from Cauzzy, and today we're going to talk about our inventory optimization agent. Let's be honest, optimizing inventory is not easy. So let's let an agent do it and do what it does best, analyze raw transaction level detail. So I'll show it to you in action. Here you can see Cauzzy inside NetSuite, which you can certainly use it there. Alternatively, you can certainly use it from our website, which is where I'll show you things today because the screen's a little bigger. So let's talk about our inventory optimization agent. Like all of our agents, they produce a very detailed report that you can edit and control. But I want to dive into the Excel workbook that we asked it to create. And I think that's where the real gold is. So let's dive in. This is the Excel workbook that I created. Just start at the top. I think one of the most important things to note is that this is just a template, right? You can obviously personalize this to however you need to see it in your business or give it your example for it to update. But we're feeding this raw transaction line level detail. That's the only way to do analysis, right? I've asked it to pull the last 90 days of all sales and purchasing data as well as current inventory on hand. Certainly we could go back further, but that's what we need to see these patterns. Ultimately, I want to understand what's overstocked or understocked within my inventory, right? And in terms of overstocked, I need to see what's excess so I can start to quantify and take actions accordingly. And we'll get some very detailed actions here in a bit. I've also got all types of actual recommendations and quantified savings that are specific to my business, specific to my transactions. It's not based on some rolled up aggregated data. It's based on looking at every single transaction line. And I guarantee for most of you, if we're looking just 90 days back, it's going to be hundreds of thousands, more likely millions of rows of data, okay? As I get into the item level analysis, what's so interesting here is, again, because we have the power of AI and because we have 100% of the raw transaction lines here, I can look at all items transacted on in those last 90 days. So that's about, a little over 1,200 items. The bots do the work. They do the analysis for me across those key KPIs to ultimately get to what that excess inventory value is or isn't, and the opportunity accordingly. Now that I know what that is, I can take it a step further. And this, by the way, is where humans start to fail. Humans look at the top 10, bottom 10 moving inventory and they stop. There is so much leakage in the middle, and our customers are reporting constantly about what they're finding that they would never have otherwise, and the savings that they're getting from this and paying for Cauzzy over and over again. So if I go into the overstocked inventory, it's a subset of the full item level analysis, but I can see the items and I can see the recommendations. Hey, reduce this PO quantity, align the receipts to what the demand is accordingly. Same for the understocks, the slow moving inventory, and the purchasing trends. But here's where I'll take this a step further. We can also use this to look at all our open POs in NetSuite to make recommendations on how to modify or close those, as well as this agent can then go create purchase orders for us in NetSuite for anything that's understocked. Again, this is also considering things like lead times baked in here. There's a lot more to talk about there, but if you want to learn more, I'd love to show you a demo or talk about our trial. Please visit our website. Thanks so much.